If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different.
It's week 2 of the 2022 season. And up next, we'll see Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Rams and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them try to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the bank
right now.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Oh, the return is Powell. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Stafford here.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The numbers a week ago for Kupp, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The first down pass to number 16, a 6-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end. Down on the other side of midfield. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. His sideline, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They go play action here on 1st down.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They've certainly got him involved in this first half. And on 3rd down, they worked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down. And that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taken in at the 3. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be Falcon football. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go.
So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Got a man. It's London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out of the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these long guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running left is Henderson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air again, Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They run a draw here on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And to the left side here, Wilson.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
There's not enough pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Out to the right here to Wilson. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Henderson running straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to come into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Got London on a slant. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Falcons on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Moore. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
The Rams ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That'll be caught by Kupp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's now second down 10.
Stafford now to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw once more on second and 10. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
Stafford on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Taken down at the gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, back to Henderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4 down back at the 13-yard line. Tyler Davidson fighting through and earning the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack in the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So now Stafford and the Rams
Down 24-17. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
This is Robinson.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now it's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now.
So a win here for the Falcons, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.